Hello campers, welcome back. I just want to talk about my CB1000R and how I feel about it now I've had it for almost a year. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of good bits and bad bits. I'm just going to give you some kind of description, if I can, how I feel about the bike. So stay tuned. I'll see you after the intro. So yeah, I've had ups and downs with this bike. When I first got it, fell in love with it, and then I started picking faults. 1, the suspension, 2, the tyres, 3, the snatchiness, handling, all of that kind of stuff. And then I've went through a journey over the last year of trying to rectify that, but not in a way that I went into any kind of major technical detail of trying to remedy it. I've thought, well, the suspension's not the best, how do I fix that? A lot of people have had issues. There's a table that you can get so you can adjust your suspension, your front and your rear. Done that. Still wasn't right, still felt it just wasn't handling as good as it could. Just felt squidgy at the front, it just didn't get the right response from it. So the next stage was, let's change the tyres. So we changed the tyres, and straight away it transformed the bike. Even from the word off, I could throw it into corners. My confidence was building. I could really throw it about, but I still had issues. I was still having issues. The quick shifter, did I like the quick shifter? Sometimes it's missing, sometimes it's not. You know, I was losing confidence in it. And I thought to myself, is this the bike for me? Maybe I'll just not use the quick shifter. And then I got to understand the quick shifter a bit more, and I got to know that if I just knock it up a bit harder, it'll go into the gear, and it's not the bike's fault, it's my fault because I'm not pushing it into gear like I should be. So I kind of remedied that, and it still didn't feel right. It was still, wasn't 100% happy with the bike. And then I adjusted the chain, believe it or not, and once again it transformed the bike. I was looking at the chain, I tried it tighter, and then I realised when I tightened the chain, it made it worse. Snappier, even the quick shifter wasn't hitting right. Even when I was knocking it up, I was still getting issues. It still just didn't feel right. So then, I slackened the chain, bit by bit, went by the recommended specs in the user manual, choosing the tightest spot in the chain and making it the right tolerance between 40 and 60 mil. And I couldn't believe just how much the bike now is super smooth through all the gears. Confidence is growing and growing and growing. I don't think I've ever been on a bike, had a bike where my chicken strips are so low on this, very little left on the tyre, ever. And I think that's a credit down to customising the bike the way you want it, the way that you should do it. You know, it's like tweaking it more. And I would say this is probably now, at this moment in time, a year on, I made all these little tweaks, even stuck some bad end mirrors on, which to me makes a world of difference. I can see a lot more. I feel this section here is a lot flatter. The bike feels more like a naked. And I would say a year on, I'm now at one with the bike, and I absolutely love this thing to bits. So have I gelled with the bike? Yes. Am I happy with the bike? Yes. Would you ever sell the bike? No. At this moment in time, no, I wouldn't. I just can't think of another bike that I would want at this moment in time that gives me so much fun, so much versatility. It's just beautiful. Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. CB1000R isn't the best naked in the world by far. I would say it's the sexiest. I love the single-sided swing arm. I love the design of the tank. The tank design is a work of art. The wheels, just the whole styling of it, totally floats my boat. And I was disappointed when I got it because I loved the looks of it and it just didn't ride the way that it looked. I wanted it to ride as good as it looked and it just didn't deliver. And a lot of that is just down to tweaking. Some people change the rear shock and that will give you even more stability, I suppose, but I have never had an issue with that. After tweaking the suspension with the current shock that's on it, it's been fine for me. I love this bike so much so I created the logo and the intro based on this bike, because that's just how much I love it. Don't you just love it when you gel with a bike? It's took a wee bit of time to get there, but you just gel with it. Okay, some bikes maybe you just jump on and you can gel with it straight off. Others you have to tweak them. I've been part of the CB1000R Facebook page, and the amount of people that have bought these and then sold them on, and you know, not long after they've had them, and it's a shame because if you just tweaked it slightly, you would just love it. And there's nothing that I can see that looks even remotely as gorgeous as this thing. There's some guys I ride with who've got MT09s and yep, they're lovely bikes, but I just don't think they're a match on this. MT10s, no, don't see it. Speed triple, single-sided swinger, yep, but no, it's just not a match on this. GSXS 1000, nice bike, rides nice, and I would say that's a bike that would ride when I had one. rid perfect from the word off, but it's not got the looks of this. So on my 1 year, without any technical jargon, I love this thing. When you go on a bike that every minute of the day you just want to be on it, that's got to mean something. So tell me your experiences with your bikes. Are you guys the same? Gals, are you all the same? Do you feel that you need something else? Do you feel like you've gave up on it, you just don't gel with it, or you just love it so much that you'll, in this moment of time in your head, you can't see any reason why you would want to change it? Let me know, chuck it in the comments, let me know what you think. Tell me your thoughts on it. Really interested. Okay, just about at Largs. I'm just going to have a bit of lunch. Maybe a Greg's, maybe a Subway. I'm not having a chippy, can't be bothered with a chippy. Can't be bothered with the greasy chip. And then we'll head back down the road. Oh, okay, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers ears.